What a good afternoon to you, Lions fans and One Pride Nation. There was no way that I could wait until the end of this coming week to get to this story. Hopeful edge rusher Myles Garrett to come to the Lions is not going to happen. He signed an extension with the Cleveland Browns, pretty much putting the end to us trading and having a crazy tandem with him and Aiden Hutchinson. It says, looking at this article, according to ESPN, both sides were dug in. Defensive end Myles Garrett wanted a trade to a contender, and Cleveland's upper management insisted it was not going to be trading its star pass rusher. The article goes on to say, however, on Sunday, a little more than a month after Garrett's shocking trade request in early February, the two sides found common ground, agreeing to a record-breaking extension that averages $40 million per year and includes $123.5 million in guaranteed money. So it looks like to me that Myles Garrett values his money and this crazy contract over winning and being a contender. Part of me understand it, part of me doesn't, and this is why I'm saying the things that I'm saying. If Myles Garrett wanted to stay in Cleveland, which is fine, due to the fact that I think that they won 3 games in 2024, as soon as the season ended, he said, you know what? I've earned the right to go to a contender. I want to fight for a championship. I want to play for a championship. And he requested a trade pretty much immediately after the season ended. It was clear that at 29 years old, going on 30 when the season starts, that he wanted to use the last, 2, 3, maybe even 4 years of his prime playing for a contender. So what that did was that got a lot of conversation started about the Detroit Lions, amongst other teams, but the Detroit Lions was a team that was at the top of the list of teams that could and should trade for Myles Garrett. A lot of us Lion fans got excited about it. We started salivating, thinking about the fact that we could have two, just nasty pass rushers and have a chance to get to the quarterback pretty much like the Eagles did without blitzing. But that dream came to an end just a few hours ago when Garrett signed his extension. The other part of what I want to say is that if he just wanted to stay in Cleveland, Cleveland was going to give him more money. So he could have went behind closed doors and said, hey, if you guys don't offer me a deal and make me the highest paid defensive player, defensive end in the league, I'm going to request a trade. I'm going to want to be out of here. And they could have done it that way. So it leads me to think this about Myles Garrett. Did he do this as a negotiation tactic? Did he really have no desire to leave Cleveland? Or did he do this because he really did want out? But then when Cleveland came with this money, he thought about it. He had to, consider it and say, hey, I've been here for 23 years. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. I've been here for 7 years. I don't know where I got 23 from. And I would like to end my career here. I'm about to be in the twilight of my career in a couple of years, and I might as well finish it out here. I wonder if that was always his plan, or did he really have a spot in his heart where he wanted to be out of there and he wanted to play for a contender? Let's see some more what it might say in this article. In inking Garrett to an extension, the Browns got the first of many victories they would need this offseason to rebound from a disastrous 2024 and restore themselves to playoff contention. Down here it says, in a letter publicly announcing his trade request, Garrett has reiterated his desire to compete for championships as he enters the later stages of his career. What else does it say? It talks about the 3-14 season. Down here, it says that Cleveland now turns his attention to the quarterback market, where the team is expected to sign a veteran free agent. The market has already moved in recent days, with Geno Smith being traded from the Seahawks to the Raiders. Goes down here to talk about Deshaun Watson, which we kind of know what the deal is with that. So basically, it goes on to talk about Cleveland and what Cleveland is doing to be a contender. I'm trying to see if it says anything else about Garrett. Before Sunday's deal, Garrett was still under contract for the next 2 seasons. And a trade, at least before June 1, seemed unlikely, giving the $36 million in dead cap charges that would have been accelerated. So there it is, Lions fans. Myles Garrett is off of the market. He signs a crazy extension to stay with the Cleveland Browns, and our dreams of having him and Aiden Hutchinson are no more. So what do the Lions do from here? Now, I can't speak for Brad Holmes, because Brad Holmes has always said that, dynamic pass rushers are usually not on the market. They're usually not up for trade. They're usually not up for free agency. So where does that leave the Lions? Max Crosby's out of the question. He signed a crazy extension with the Raiders. We now know Myles Garrett is, off the market. He's not available. So free agency will start in, I think, 3 days. There is Josh Sweat out there. What do you Lions fans think about us going to get Josh Sweat? If he doesn't resign with the Eagles, hopefully he didn't do it while I'm recording this video. If he doesn't resign with the Eagles, did his Super Bowl performance convince you enough that he can be a great pass rusher along with Aiden Hutchinson? And what about this? What about getting Sweat and Joey Bosa? Now, my opinion is this, is that you probably can get both of them for a decent amount. I don't think it's going to break the bank to bring both of them in. Now you can have 3 dynamic pass rushers. That's saying that Joey Bosa has something left in the tank. All right, Lions fans, give me your thoughts on that. What do you think about Myles Garrett signing with the Browns, or I should say, signing an extension with the Browns? Was he serious about a trade extension, or was he just never going anywhere in the first place? All right. If you haven't already, there's our TikTok on the screen right there. Go over there and give us a follow. If you haven't already, you see on the screen right there our Twitter/X page. If you haven't already, go over there and give us a follow, if you will. And you're already watching this on YouTube. If you haven't already, give us a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. That's all I got for this one, Lions fans. Give us your thoughts on this one. Until next time, peace.